GAO TV, that's Global Abundance Organization. I am your host, Zaffar Abundancewala, and today we are honored to be joined by an inspirational entrepreneur from Lagos, Nigeria, Valentine Ohaka, CEO of ELT Africa. Where Valentine is a remarkable is on a remarkable mission to empower 1 million people through education and wealth creation. As the visionary behind VLT Africa, he is transforming lives across Africa by blending technology, business, and digital tools to unlock economic potential. Today, we dive deep into his story, his abundance mindset, and his vision for the prosperous future for all. Valentine, tell us about your journey. How did you begin and what inspired the creation of VLT Africa?
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on the show this afternoon. And I must commend the GOAT TV for this. All right, it's beautiful day. And what inspired me from this journey was growing up. While I was growing up, I didn't have too many access to quality education. So I had to self-study myself. I studied out of school. I had to read every possible book I could and then go to every training that I have access to equally to some regional events. So on that, when I was going through that, it kicked in. There are some persons, there are people who are like me, who don't have access to all of this. What is it that can be done to be able to help them? What is it that we can help that they don't lose out? Because I understand that I could go through that because I saw it and I was willing to go through the process of it. And this is me telling to each and every one of us who are out there, who are going through one or two things. Your beginning does.
I think there is an internet problem. Uh, this is Valentine Oaxaca from Nigeria, and he is on man on a mission, and he wants to impact 1 million people on the face of earth through education. And I think there's a glitch in the. And he'll be joining us again. And,
Can you
oh,
still hear me?
yeah, yeah,
Are you
I can. I mean, there was some. I think there was some internet problem on your side.
okay? Great. Okay.
Okay, you can
Okay. Good.
restart. It's okay. I mean, you can
All right.
start. I mean, yeah, okay.
All right. So this is the one thing that made it stand out. This is one reason why VLT Africa was launched. And that one thing is I checked in our educational sector, especially in Africa, it's completely declining. A lot of persons are not taking education the way it should be. I noticed that there are some persons who are being molested in school just because they cannot afford to pay for their school fees. I interviewed 187 students. Why did I have this number? Before I launched out BLT Africa, I went to one of the prestigious university in Anambra, that's University of Anambra, Unizik. I interviewed 187 students. They all said one thing in common. They had issues of finance, and due to lack of finance, that they can't take care of themselves, neither will they take care of their academic requirements. They started indulging in some activities that are not human like. A lot of them were molested, especially the ladies. They, they are molested, they are being abused, they are being taken for granted due to they don't have that finance to take care of them. And that is when VLT Africa came to play. And we say, if it is possible for each student to have at least a little additional income, will all of these things be sorted to some level? Will the corruption be reduced to some certain level of corruption in the country? And the answer comes out positive. The answer became yes. Because I get to understand that some of these persons, didn't just want to do this. They don't have it in their mind to go wayward. They don't have it in their mind to be molested. But because they didn't have a lot of opportunity, they didn't have a lot of capital to be able to fend for themselves, it becomes a challenge. You see, and when you read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, he made something clear. There's one of the principles where he said, help other people to hide face. Now, a lot of persons, they share this story with me. So I won't come up public to say their names or say exactly how they narrated it because we need to help them to hide face. That is one. And now that becomes the core principle of VLT Africa to ensure that every young person in the country, Nigeria, we're starting out from Nigeria before we launch into other countries in Africa, that every single soul who is young going through school needs to have access to their own personal finance, not just depending on the government, because we don't have an awesome one over here. Okay, so thank you so much. This is what brought about the VLT Africa, and the movement is always on the go. Thank you so much.
Great of you. Okay, Valentin, how about you? I mean, how your heart resonates with Sir Rihan Allawalas, as I mean, you both are on the man on mission for education and impacting a million people on the face of earth.
Yeah. Come again. What did you say? Come again. I didn't
I
get you
mean,
there.
how your heart resonates with Rihan Allawalas, as you and him are one and same person working for education, impacting positively a million people on the face of earth.
You mean me and who? Reha?
Yeah, yeah, Rihan Allawala.
Okay. So if we come together to merge to be able to do this, because we've partnered with a company in the Philippines who are in charge of building business portfolios, right? And we equally partnered with a notable bank in our country, which is Access Bank of Nigeria. I believe you must have had the name. You can research it online. Access Bank, to be in charge of paying out those finance. Now, here the system works. When the students come in, do their registration, the money is sent to Empowered Consumerism. You can research about them. Okay, they are Philippine-based company. So Empowered Consumerism creates a business portfolio for them. Now we integrate Access Bank into this business portfolio. What happens is the student make at least 5% of that their fee from the money they make. They make 5%. And any of their friends that they show the school to, because it's community based. So any of their friends that comes into the school, they still make some extra 5%, 7% out of this. And this is how we have stationed in to ensure that no student is left behind without making money. All right. We're keeping it on a community level where I tell you about this school, I make money from it. You tell your friend about this school, you make money from it. And all of us together, we grow as community. And that is how we still have our BLT Africa community on Facebook also. Okay, I believe you have seen that.
That's amazing. I mean, this could be great collaboration. And how about, where do you see yourself in like next 5 years?
Okay, in the next 5 years, we have a bold claim of having up to 5,000 students, and that will be putting us on a very good margin in dominating Africa as a whole. Because we've already been speaking with some persons in Benin Republic, which is a neighboring country to Nigeria, on how we can finish our development here, build a base here, because we are not in a haste here. We need to build a good foundation for every tall building has to have a good foundation. So once the foundation is done here, we now move to share it with Benin Republic. We are already working on that. Then Ghana is the next after Benin Republic. I have some persons in Benin Republic I'm already in communication with. So I let them know once this is ready, you guys are going to head it in Benin Republic. So you guys are going.
Okay, I think again there is an internet problem on his side. There's, I think there's unstable internet on his side, maybe. So again, I mean, it has gone on the link, and he's the one. He's working for his nation, and he is a man on mission to bring and people from poverty to prosperity. He's working. He is devising courses. He is teaching people and how to earn money through social media platforms, through digital media platform. And he is the one. He is making a lot of freelancers in Africa, and he's working hard. And like I mean, in Pakistan, Sarihan Lawala, he's also working for 30 years now for the education, and he wants people to come to AI and use AI for their in all life matters, depending, be it education, be it healthcare, be it sports, hobbies, be it business, any certain kind of business or professional, any profession anyone is. So what he is teaching how to learn and how to unlearn and how to relearn. The most, I mean, today's educator, the person who's educated is not the one who's got the degrees, but today the educator is the one, the person who's educated is the one who can unlearn and relearn. Just because, and we need to rethink, we got to reconsider the stuff. And since the Valentine is facing troubles in a connection, so we'll call it a day and we'll reconnect him so that we can start. And he can complete his what he is up to. He's got to complete his conversation with us. Thank you, and see you again. See you with some other episode. Bye bye.